Here we are today at the very famous Madonna Inn here in the lovely town of San Luis Obispo, California. Founded in, I believe it was 1958. And I'll include a little bit more information about that as we go on. If you're not familiar with this place, they have a lot of themed rooms. And it's kind of known as more of a romantic type of hotel place. Although they do have rooms that are kind of designed for families as well. They have a lot of weddings up here. A lot of newlyweds come here for their honeymoon. And they've got a coffee shop and a steakhouse and some other shops and some really unique rooms. I'll have to include some pictures of some of those rooms. There's one room that's like completely just made out of rock, and the shower is actually a waterfall, and very expensive to stay here. I've never actually stayed here. I always thought it might be kind of fun to do. You know what this place kind of reminds me of is if you've seen Superman 2, and when Clark Kent and Lois Lane pose as newlyweds and go to Niagara Falls and they stay at that romantic hotel. I don't know, I can't remember what it was called. I'll have to include a picture of it here. And it was kind of gaudy, and then the bellboy was kind of sleazy. It kind of reminds me of that, although you're not going to get the sleazy bellboy here. It's going to be much more of a kind of high-class type place, but you're going to get a lot of gaudiness, as you'll see with some of the rooms that I'll include some pictures of. And yes, I do have video of the bathroom, because this used to be a waterfall. And you could take care of your business at a waterfall, but they have since remodeled it. I guess I understand why. I don't think the fish liked it. I'm just kidding. There were no fish. No fish. They still have the pumps for where you could wash your hands, and they're activated by sensors now. So you just skip, and then there it goes. That's pretty cool. You used to have to actually hand crank to get the water to come out. But yeah, it's not as fun with there not being a waterfall. Can't speak about the women's restroom. Not sure about how that one was designed. So this is the coffee shop right here on the left. And then over here's there's the main front desk, front office and stuff over there. And then this is where the steakhouse is. Let's go take a look at that. As you can see, this is a very special occasion type of place. Look at those prices. But hey, you know, maybe you're watching this and you're like, oh, that sounds quite reasonable to me. Who knows? At any rate, it's definitely a nice place, and I'm going to try and come here and have a meal at the first opportunity I have. Never actually been here before. It is recommended that you make reservations, so be sure to call ahead, make reservations. Now we have a couple shops that are upstairs from the steakhouse, and there's clothing shops up here, and there's a gift shop. Kind of take a look here in the clothing shop real quick. Not really my speed, so I headed up the stairs here to the tower, and you have the gift shop and a lot of toys for the kids and different knickknacks and hats and touristy stuff. This more touristy stuff is up here. Even those little horses that kids can play with. You have some postcards here of the different rooms. You want to send that to someone. Hey, look at this gaudy postcard of this room I'm staying in. You could do that. And they've got some nice crystal. A lot of these glasses and crystal stuff here is actually stuff that they serve water and soda in the restaurant below and at the Copper Cafe as well. This is so cool. Even the receipts are gaudy pink. How great is that? All right, let's see what we can find over here. Well, let's see what's up here. This is on the other side of the front desk. Kind of walk up this ramp here. It looks like, as I was coming up here, it looks like it's another area that's set aside for special parties. I think they had just concluded one not too long before I got up here. Look at this place. They did have some lady's 100th birthday, and they had a couple weddings, and they even had something on the docket called goat yoga. I have no idea what that was, and I didn't want to know. Oh, what do we have over here? Looks like some leftover cakes from the party. I was really tempted to go over there and just snag one of those. Are those cakes complimentary? I didn't think so. Have a good one. Well, can you blame me for at least asking? I mean, it didn't hurt to ask, right? The gentleman was really nice. He was just looked and smiled and said, no. He could have said, what are you doing in here? He didn't do that, so that was nice. So this is a beautiful place, and one of these days I'm going to have to come here and stay. Oh, here are some of the rooms. I wanted to show you some of the rooms. I kept talking about that. Just so you can see what these look like. Boy, that one's green. Might be a St. Patrick's Day room. Lots of gaudiness, lots of bright colors. Kind of fun. I remember as a kid, when I heard about this place, we always kind of wanted to come and stay here, but it didn't realize how expensive it was, and we never actually did it. But they do have some rooms for families. This is a family-looking room right here. But most of it is, there's a lot of it that's kind of for newlyweds and, you know, romantic getaways and things like that. So this is the Madonna Inn. Again, this is in San Luis Obispo here in Central California. Not too far from Pismo Beach, and you're about, I'd say probably 20 minutes from Morro Bay. You're about 10 minutes from Pismo Beach, about 20 minutes from Morro Bay, so you can get kind of the seaside experience while you're here. And I hope you enjoyed this video and this tour of the Madonna Inn. Such a beautiful place, even if you don't get to stay here and you just want to come by and walk around like I did. Well, hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice whatever.